some more news now.
Yeah, more news. Let's go to Canberra. It's been a year since a damning report into the harm of online gambling was handed to the government. And despite Australia being the worst in the world for gambling losses, independent MP Chaney, who sat on that committee, is unhappy the Prime Minister, 1 year on, has failed to act on any of the report's 31 recommendations. And she joins us now from Canberra. Kate, very good morning to you.
Good morning, Michael.
Yeah, it does seem odd, doesn't it, that a year down the track nothing's been done about this report?
Yeah, I was so hopeful 12 months ago that the people that we'd heard from who'd experienced problems with gambling and just saw ads everywhere would finally actually get some relief and government would do something about this. But we're still waiting.
One of the key recommendations was a ban on the advertising of online gaming. And the thing is, your committee recommended it not just come in holus bolus, but it be staged over several years. As far as you know, is that even being looked at within government circles?
Well, it's very hard to know because the government has not announced anything on how it's going to respond to this report, and it's meant to do that within 6 months. Today, it marks 12 months since that report, and I was really impressed that we had this recommendation in the report that had support from across the political spectrum about a phase out of gambling ads over a 4-year period. It's what the community wants, and I'm really disappointed that government hasn't implemented it yet.
Well, Peter Dutton, the opposition leader, is on record. I think he announced it a year ago that if the coalition was elected, they would ban gaming ads within, I think it's a couple of hours of the start of broadcast sporting matches. Do you think that sort of policy will be popular with people whenever the next election is?
What we heard from experts is that partial bans don't work and the advertising just moves to different time slots. But Peter Dutton's support on this issue shows that there is really broad community support, and the government now has to make a decision between listening to the community and listening to the money and the power, the gambling companies, the media companies and the sporting codes that benefit from it. So I think that it will be an issue at the next election if the government doesn't do something about it, but I'm still hopeful that they will.
Tim Costello was on the couch not too long ago, last week, I think, as you know, Kate, a prominent anti-gambling campaigner of many decades standing. We talked about this issue with him, and he reckons the reason the government's not doing anything about it is they're fearful that if they did act, they'd suffer a campaign against them in the next election from the gaming companies. Do you agree with that?
Well, quite possibly, but we actually need governments that are willing to stand up to vested interests and make decisions in the interest of the country. So I think the government needs to be brave on this. There is really broad community support and they can't afford to be cowed by the gambling companies that make political donations to both sides, but also media and sporting codes who are making a lot of money out of gambling as well.
So you're still hopeful there'll be some action, if not today or in the next few weeks, at least before the next election, whenever it is?
I will keep putting pressure on the government to respond to those recommendations this year, and every day that passes, more people are losing money online gambling. We are the biggest losers in the world with $25 billion a year, and I don't think it's something that can wait until the next election.
Very serious issue. Listen, I want to finish with something not so serious, Kate. Peter Malinowski, the South Australian Premier, this morning has revealed that he needs at least 7 cups of coffee to get him through a parliamentary sitting day. He says that's his secret coffee addiction. Do you have any crutches to get through sitting days yourself?
I don't drink caffeine, so I actually drink decaf tea bags, which is really, really wimpy. But me on caffeine is not something anyone wants to see.
Oh, OK.
So I think humour is the thing that gets me through parliamentary sitting days.
Gee, you've got to laugh sometimes, don't you? Hey, Kate Chaney, always a pleasure. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Michael.